These Rivermen highlights brought to you by Shiloh Rich, Farmers Insurance in East Peoria. Call for a quote today, 309-981-5350.
As Shinichny will hold on to it. Circle around the back of the goal, try a wraparound, stop by Barone, rebound, kick safe, score! As Peoria kept going after it, Shinichny started it with a wraparound out of the right wing corner, put it net front. And it was dunked home as Shinichny leads the charge back to the Rivermen bench. And with 9:29 to go here, second period, it's now 1-1 Rivermen and Rail Yard Dogs. As he'll chip it ahead now, Hageman turning in the official's crease. Will skate things into the right wing of the Roanoke zone. Hageman will take a drive, score! As Hageman just came into the right wing, leaned into a wrister, and beat the blocker of Brad Barone high. And with 8:09 to go, second period, the Rivermen are now on top. It's 2-1 Peoria. Greenberg on the right point, put it down low for Bruce. Bruce will now put it, try to send for Kalis in the slot, a drive, score! As Bruce's initial pass was partially blocked, still got to Kalis in the slot, and he rifled it through Brad Barone. And with 17:24 to go here in the third, a power play tally has got the Rivermen lead up. It's now 3-1 Peoria. Berg back out left point for Shinichny, goes down low for Widmar. Now Widmar will hold outside left wing. Will come back down the wall to the dot. Widmar sends a backhand, no look pass to Shinichny, goes back to Greenberg, settles it down, winds up right wing circle, goes to the net front. Shot goes wide as Roanoke carried it just wide of their own unprotected net. As Barone was down and out, now Peoria sends one toward the net, shot, score! Just as the Dogs came back to full strength, a drive from the left wing point. Cody Dion got a piece of it on the doorstep or a major screen of Barone. Either way, 14:01 to go in the third. And another goal for the Rivermen has got it now 4-1 Peoria. As Shinichny and Vernace were locked up, now Porter takes a shove from Fortman. Peoria works the puck out of the left wing quarter. Now Fortman's going to drop the mitts with Porter. As Chris Porter and Fortman dragging each other around. Fortman with a couple of right hands. As Porter throws a left over the top and takes the back of Fortman and takes him to the ice. As it looked like Fortman was the only one interested in throwing punches. Looked like Porter wanted to turn it into a wrestling match. As he took Fortman down to the ice pretty quickly, jumped around the back after Fortman landed a couple of right hands on the chin. And with 11:55 to go, period number 3, and the much bigger Chris Porter picking a fight with Jeff Fortman that time. And each of them will go 5 for fighting. And we'll see if any extra penalties come out of that exchange. As Jeff Fortman got a couple of right hands into the schnoz, then Porter kind of took Fortman to the ice and jumped, kind of hopped on his back, piggyback style. As the faceoff will probably go into Peoria territory as both combatants get the equipment dropped off to them. Chris Porter, listed at 6'3", 194 pounds. He looks a lot bigger than that. Peoria lists Jeff Fortman at 6 foot 206. As Chris Porter, I would wager, is every bit of 6'3" or 6'4". Now some shoving in the Rivermen zone before the faceoff is Schneider and Dion going after it. Now the linesmen are going to try and hold everybody apart in the Peoria slot. As Schneider and Bronner, Schneider getting right in the grill. And the linesmen trying to maintain decorum now as Colin Murray and Dion are nose to nose. As Schneider goes down to the ice, Hageman takes his helmet off. Now Schneider's going to go after Hageman. Hageman with some right hands as Schneider takes him to the ice. Now Bronner and Economos are brawling. Economos, a big right hand, knocks out Bronner. As Bronner and Economos still going after each other in the left wing circle after they've gone down. Hageman skated away by the linesmen. As Cody Smith holding on with Brian Rowland. And Nick Schneider is beside himself as Hageman's taken to the penalty box. As Bronner and Economos are broken apart by the referee Ruillard. And we'll have to see what penalties are applied here as Roanoke captain Nick Schneider heads to the box. And Schneider still jawing at the Peoria sin bin on his way by. Now Bronner still going after it as the linesmen were trying to take he and Economos away. And Bronner ends up on top on Economos. I was watching the penalty boxes. And Michael Economos with a big grin on his face might have gotten the better of Bronner there. As Economos and Bronner will be taken to the locker rooms. Each team with 2 men in the box. That'll get this Roanoke crowd riled up here. 11. His pocket picked from the left wing point. Sends one down to the right wing corner. As out of the hash mark, Porter Peoria will slide one down the length of the ice, bouncing into the empty net. As Peoria from their own zone will fire one into the empty net. Not sure who it was. I believe Greenberg is going to lead things back to the Peoria bench. As I stand corrected, Ben Oskrobel will be first back to the bench. And with 1:20 left here in the third, a Peoria empty net goal from their own circle will all but put the hay in the barn for the Rivermen. as it's now back up to a 3-goal lead, 5-2 Peoria.
We are farmers, bum ba dum bum bum bum.